Hey guys, how's it going? So I wanted to make a very quick video comparing the iPhone 11 Pro Max to last year's iPhone XS Max. I've seen a lot of reviews out there comparing the new iPhone to Samsung and Pixel phones, but not so much about the old iPhone. So I wanted to make just a quick video just to kind of compare and give you my opinion on whether or not you should upgrade if you already have the XS or XS Max. So full disclaimer, I've had pretty much all iPhones since they've been released, from the very original one until now. I always upgrade every year just because of my work. But this year I've felt very, very little improvement. This year wasn't a wow factor for me. When the iPhone 10 first came out, it was like, wow, it was such a big move and I was so impressed. And even when the XS Max came out, I was still quite impressed with some of the upgrades. But this year, I'm not really that impressed. There was a lot talked about during the Apple keynote, and a lot of other reviewers will mention things like, oh, the screen's more brighter than last year's and it's faster than last year's. Yeah, it's really not noticeable. The Face ID being faster, day to day, I haven't really noticed any improvements except for two things, and those two things are the camera quality and the battery life. And so, and also I want to mention, I actually just bought my iPhone 11 Pro Max just about 5 days ago. So, and actually I got the space gray version. And it's a great phone, I like it. But I think for most people, if you have the XS or XS Max, you really don't need to upgrade unless you really care about improved battery life or, the camera improvements. Maybe if you're a professional photographer, you need the cameras for your work, or you don't have access to a charger, throughout the day, or in your car, or in your office, or whatever. Okay, we really need more battery life. Okay, then yeah, I could say it's worth it. But for most people, if you're on the fence, I would just suggest, nah, you really don't need it. The improvements are minimal except for these two things. Now, with the A13, yes, it's sort of future-proofed in a way, right? With each iOS update, it'll take advantage of that chip more and more. So, for example, later on, 13.2 is supposed to be released, the iOS 13.2, and that's supposed to take advantage of the A13 to improve Apple's Deep Fusion technology. So that's supposedly going to make the pictures better. And who knows, maybe the A13 will improve other aspects of the phone over time. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But at least at the moment, I haven't really noticed any improvements other than the camera improvements, which I think are pretty big. Videos are a lot better, more stable, and the picture quality is noticeably better. But the XS Max had great camera quality to begin with, so that I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker. But the battery life on this new phone is incredible. So that is something I would recommend strongly considering. How important is battery life to you? For me, it's a big deal because I don't normally carry chargers with me. I don't have a car. I'm usually spending a lot of time outside, so I don't have access to a charger. So for me, battery life is important. So far with this, I've been very, very impressed with the battery life. I'm getting truly and genuinely all day battery life, like more than 12 hours. Like I woke up the other day at like 9 a.m. Unplugged my phone at about 9 a.m. and I got back into bed at like 11 p.m. and my phone still had decent amount of juice left. I think it was at like 15% or so. So yeah, it was over 12 hours, and I use my phone pretty extensively. So I was very impressed with that, and the fast charging capabilities as well. This thing, I went to take a shower, plugged it in for just 10-15 minutes, and by the time I got back, it was like almost over halfway from like what, 20%. It's quite impressive. So yeah, with this new phone, definitely you're not going to be worried about battery life as much. You're not going to be tied to the cord like with previous iPhones. But yeah, other than that, and then the camera again, it's not really, in my opinion, worth upgrading to from the XS and XS Max. But yeah, I just wanted to give a very quick video, just my personal opinions, my thoughts so far of using the phone. It's a nice phone, but I did like my XS as well. But yeah, if you're on the fence, definitely, first of all, I'd recommend going to the Apple Store and playing around with the phone a little bit if you have the chance. And maybe look at other reviews, but yeah, that's just my opinion. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll try to make more videos soon.